Hey guys, I have a really easy meal that's fantastic. I made a stuffed chicken breast with roast beef, cheese, and herbs on top of rice and spinach. Came out fantastic. All these items I actually got from our produce place. They now carry chicken, so I'm pretty excited about that. They have chicken, beef, and the stuff there is out of this world. Hi guys, Pete from Mixcat. Today we're going to make a stuffed chicken. We're going to stuff the chicken breast with some cheese. I got some roast beef here and lots of herbs. This is Italian parsley. We got some cilantro, rosemary, and spinach. We're going to do this over some rice. And the rice we're using today is a pearl rice. Really neat rice. It's kind of a fat looking piece of rice. All the things you see in my videos produce-wise actually comes from my friends over on John Young. And I'll put the phone number and the address on the bottom of the page. Thanks guys. Okay, first thing we're going to do is just pull out a chicken breast here. These are some really big chicken breasts. Just going to inspect it real quick for any residue fat like this on the side. I'm just going to cut this out, make it a little bit leaner. Alright, toss that out. And with working with chicken, always be sure to wash your hands. You never know. Cut this fat away. What we're going to do with this is actually butterfly it, which means just kind of cut it in half and we're going to stuff it. There we are. So you definitely don't try to work with as big of a chicken breast as you can find. Makes it easier. Alright, that looks good. We're just going to cut this in half. Like so. There we are. Perfect. And you don't want to go all the way through it, you just want to kind of split it in half like that. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is put some of this Italian parsley in here. And be generous with it, because this is going to cook down. Yeah, that smells great. If you don't like parsley, you can change this with a different herb. Maybe a thyme would be good. Oregano is great too. Definitely work with the live stuff. You get a lot more flavor out of it. But there we go. Next thing we're going to put is some cheese. And this is some cheddar cheese, orange cheddar. Just going to kind of fold that so it fits in there neatly. And next thing is the roast beef. Just a slice and another piece of cheese. Can't have enough cheese. There we go. And on top of that, I have some rosemary. Put some fresh rosemary on that. Perfect. That's really going to make it pop. And just a couple pieces of fresh spinach. There we go. Okay, and what we're going to do to keep this together is use some butcher's twine. And this is some pretty thin stuff. I'm just going to fold this in half. This is optional. You could put this together with toothpicks or just kind of hold it into place and position it good in the dish where it stays together. But this definitely makes a nice presentation because it'll cook all together perfectly. And again, optional, don't have to do that. There we go. Push that in. I'm going to tie it up. There we are. Perfect. Here's the pearl rice, and you can see it's kind of like a real fat looking sesame seed. It's going to give a real nice flavor to this dish, as well as retain a lot of the chicken juices. Okay, we have a little bit over a cup of the rice. I'm putting in some red pepper, some garlic, and some salt is going to go into this rice. When you add salt to a dish, don't use the regular salt you buy in the store. Get some sea salt. And most places do, have the sea salt. It's just a lot healthier for you, as well as it being natural. The chemical salt is pretty rough on the body. Okay, I have some filtered water on the back burner here. I have garlic. These are about 4 garlic cloves that I cut into thirds. That's going to go into the water, and that's really going to tang up that rice. That with a little bit of olive oil is pretty much all we're going to do to the rice. Here's the olive oil, extra virgin. There we are. And that's going to keep the rice nice and fluffy. And okay, the water just started to bubble, so I'm going to throw in that rice. And we're just going to stir that for a little bit and should be done in a couple minutes. Okay, the rice came to a boil. You let it sit there for about 2 minutes on this vigorous boil and bring the burner down to half. We're going to go down to medium. And that's going to cool down and simmer for a little bit. While that rice is cooking, we have our bake pan. This is Pyrex. I'm going to load it with spinach, and I'm going to pour the rice on top of this, and the chicken's going to go on top of that. There we are. Just going to smooth that out. The rice is still kind of hard, but we see that the water really has gone down, so we're getting close. I'm going to go ahead and put in some shred parsley, and that's going to wilt in there, but it's not going to totally cook down. That way we still retain some of the flavor of that parsley. Very fragrant. Okay, now the rice is still semi-hard, but almost cooked. We're going to go ahead and pour this right on top of the spinach. And this is going to be the base for that chicken. What's so great about it is it absorbs all the chicken oils, and that combined with the herbs makes a real nice dish. There we are. And just smooth that out. Alright, we're going to add a little bit of grated Romano cheese or Parmesan, whatever you have. And now comes the chicken. There's the one, and there's the other. That look beautiful. Just going to pat in a little bit of the spinach around the sides, just to keep the moisture in. And I'm going to put a little bit of oregano, basil, parsley across the top, and put a little bit of olive oil on the top. Okay, here's some cilantro on the top. And some Italian parsley. There we are. A little bit of olive oil. Just a splash on both, and we're good. I'm going to put a little bit of red pepper on here too, crushed red pepper, right on the top. And next thing, just a dash of breadcrumbs. Right across the top there. Alright, that's the sound of the oven being preheated. I'm going to do this at 315 for probably an hour and 10 minutes will be perfect. This is going to be covered with tin foil. Yeah, the tin foil on the top will make sure that this doesn't totally dry out. That way it retains its moisture. Alright, I'll see you guys in about an hour and 20 minutes. Alright guys, let's take a look. Excuse the dog in the background. Oh, that's gorgeous. That smells good. Look how gorgeous that is. The rice all puffed up beautifully. Gorgeous. That's Cooking with Mixcat.